Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the TubeBuddy channel. My name is Owen Video, and today we're going to be talking about what steps you should take right after you install the TubeBuddy YouTube plugin. I'm going to go through 4 or 5 different features with you, and I want you to follow these steps exactly so that you can start experiencing the growth that comes from using the TubeBuddy tool. Now, just so you know a little bit about me, my name is Owen Video, and I am a let's see if I can switch my screen here. I am a TubeBuddy user. I'm also a YouTuber. I focus in on how you can grow your business, grow your brand using online video. And you can subscribe to my channel by searching on YouTube for Owen Video, or you can go to owenvideo.net and you can follow me there. And I would love to have you on my channel and learn more about what you do. So I hope you guys will go ahead and join me there. Now, TubeBuddy is an amazing plugin. I've been using them since the beginning. Not only is the company just completely on the level about what it takes to actually succeed at YouTube. They show up to the conferences. They're doing the videos. But they're also very much on top of the API. They're very much on top of all the trends and things that are happening on YouTube, and there couldn't be a better plugin for you to use. So congratulations on installing the TubeBuddy plugin today. And right now, I'm going to go through the first 4 or 5 steps that you should follow as soon as you install the TubeBuddy plugin. And we're going to get started right now. So the very first thing that I want you guys to do is I want you to set up your upload defaults, okay? Your upload defaults. And what the upload defaults are going to do is the upload defaults are going to help you set up your default title, descriptions, and tags every time you upload a new video. So in order to get there, what I want you to do is I want you to start using the TubeBuddy navigation field right here. So as soon as you install TubeBuddy, the upper right-hand side of your channel is the TubeBuddy navigation tool. I want you guys to be using this all the time instead of the native YouTube navigator. This puts all the big links right at your fingertips. You will spend less time navigating YouTube and trying to figure out where things go, which is very important because the UI is changing a lot right now. Okay, and then the next thing I want you to do is come over to the, let's go here, My Videos section right here. Now, I'm obviously logged into the TubeBuddy channel right here, and so we're going to kind of go through some of this. You'll click on the channel button right here. You'll click on the channel button, and you're going to go to Upload Defaults. Now, here's what happens here. YouTube gives you one profile to set up your upload defaults, and every time you upload a new video, all of these things here will automatically populate inside that video. Okay, so this is going to save you a whole lot of time when you're uploading a new video. This is going to save you a whole lot of time in optimizing that video. So the first thing I want you to do is add a title tag, and this is what I do on mine. Okay, so every new video I upload will automatically have the tag Owen Video at the end of it, and what that does is it helps my videos appear in the related video section. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that. Now you can see that I've actually done it here. Let's just go to some of my video uploads. It's a little bit easier to see. You can see that I've done it here. Let's just go to this video here. So you see how I've added the tag here, video marketing. It's the same type of strategy here. I've added the tag video marketing here in order to help my videos pop up in the creator suggested. And look at how it's worked for me. I am appearing in 12 out of 20 of the creator suggested areas. And that's exactly what we want this little tag to do. I'm having a hard time finding a perfect example of how I use this. But every video I upload has this tag. So I put Owen Video at the end of all my tags. The next thing I do is we add a template description box. Now, this is sort of important because here's the thing. Your description box should serve the major purpose of helping your video to rank and providing your viewers with extra videos. Yeah, Knack, I gotcha. I definitely won't save changes. I'm not working within your account or within my own account. You want to set up your description box to do a couple different things. Number one, lead people to more videos. Okay, the YouTube algorithms rewards linking people out to more videos and to continue session time on the YouTube platform. So that's one of the big goals of your description box. Perhaps the biggest goal of your description box is for keyword ranking. Now, how many of you guys watching live try actively to rank for keywords? Let me know in the comment section area. Give me a yes, give me a I do, I am. Would love to hear from you there. Not everybody does. Some of us are vloggers, and like Jen Masumba, who's a big fan and friend of the channel, is really just doing more off-the-cuff type of comedy stuff. Not much to rank for, but really just trying to get a good following going and trying to get that initial oomph on your videos. If you're trying to rank, you want to use your description box to rank. So the first 4 lines of your description box, you're going to need to add to each new video. All right? But for each video, everything that happens underneath that, you can have template copy here. And this is where you can add links to your website, you can add social media links, you can add links to your videos, and so on and so forth. So just to give you guys an example of how I do it, notice here that the first 4 lines, it only shows up as 3 lines on the watch page, but the first 4 lines of my description box are all about keyword ranking and optimization, getting people to find more videos here and here. But underneath that, you see how I use these little hand motions here? Underneath that, I have my staple copy, and it's like, join me weekly for insanely great content. I put my broadcasting schedule down here. I put my social media links down here. This is what I suggest you fill your TubeBuddy defaults with under here, okay? And then you can add tags here. What are the channel tags around, or what are the tags that you want people to find for your video? So it might be, if you're doing a family vlog, it might be family vloggers, it might be Build-A-Bear workshop, it might be Disneyland trips. You know, what are the things that you want to rank for? If you're building a fishing channel, it might be best fishing shows, it might be fishing channel, or learn to fish. How many of you guys actually know what your channel keywords are and are actively trying to rank for them? Let me get rid of this here. Hang on, I'm trying to switch a little bit. I would love to know in the comment area, how many of you guys actually know what your channel keywords are and what tags you should be putting down here? That's a big thing, right? So if you're in the PR space, right, public relations, then your tags are probably going to be public relations, how to do public relations, how to do PR. And that way, every time you upload a new video, those tags are associated to that video. Now, you're of course going to add more video-specific tags, but you want to have sort of 3 layers of tags, okay? You want to have sort of this high-level default tags. So this is going to be your channel tags. It's going to be your personal name. I put Owen Video in all of my videos. That way I rank for people searching my name. I also put my real name, which is Owen Hemsath. Not everybody knows that, right? But I put that in my channel tags in case people are searching for me that way. I also put video marketing expert. Okay, so if somebody's searching for a video marketing expert, they're more likely to land on one, if not a bunch, of my videos. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is how you're going to set this up. Now, like I mentioned, okay, YouTube allows you 1 channel default, okay, and you would click save and you'd be able to go. But what TubeBuddy does, TubeBuddy allows you to set up multiple profiles, okay, and all you can do, I'm going to kind of erase this stuff so that we're not like infringing on TubeBuddy here, but you would just go ahead and click new. And when you do that, this whole new area will pop up. And Andrew, I'm just going to go ahead and click that. Right now, I'm just going to put test copy, if that's okay with you. Test copy. Oh, and then you can delete this later on. But we can go ahead and click new profile. Okay? And then what happens is you can just kind of highlight all of this stuff and make it make it all different. Now, why does that matter? Why would you want to have multiple? And see, look at this. And then look at how TubeBuddy set this up. They've got, look at that. We've got a copy test for video. We've got a profile for how-to videos. But look, they have a profile for each one of the live streaming family. So Owen, Brian G, Dusty, Nick, Roberto, and Salma, Air 5 to Salma, one of the new streamers on the channel. And then we've got test copy Owens. Looks like we got a few of these. Notice how every time, so when Brian G goes live, all they have to do is click on the Brian G, and look at that. The template, the profile changes. Or if Dusty's going live, we click on that, and then Dusty's upload defaults show up here. Now, why does that matter, guys? Here's why that's important. Because if you're going to have how-to content, you can have your own description box for that. If you're going to go live, you can have your own description box, your own tags for that. So it's very important. The first thing you do is to set up your upload defaults. That's the very first thing that I want you guys to do. How many of you guys are into that? If you're into that, say yeah. I'd love to know how many of you guys actually set up upload defaults. Okay, that's the absolute first thing that you should do when you get TubeBuddy. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is set up your competitor scorecard. Okay, how many of you guys have already set up a competitor scorecard? Okay, this is a feature that I love on TubeBuddy. So first thing I do is I'm going to go to the TubeBuddy navigation tool. Okay, and I'm going to come over here to competitor scorecard. Okay, and it's probably going to ask me to log in and to do some stuff here. Looks like I'm already logged in, so that's cool. All right, and now I'm going to come over here to the... That's my affiliate dashboard. Hello, let's not show all that stuff. Okay, so let's come over here to... See, now I'm always like logged in here. Look at all this stuff, by the way, that you get when you sign up to TubeBuddies. You get all sorts of really, really great stuff. Now, what the competitor scorecard does, guys, and you've seen me set this up before, and I'm just going to kind of look at my, there it is. It's right in there. You can set up a different competitor scorecard for each one of your channels. I know a lot of you guys are doing like a family vlog, but you're also doing, your business vlog and so on and so forth. You're going to want to set up a competitor scorecard for the channels that you're trying to gauge other viewers on. So you can see here that I've got a competitor scorecard under my Owen video channel. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I already have a couple competitors set up. Now, keep in mind, guys, that we call them competitors because that's what they are. But in reality, these are other channels that are doing similar things to you. Okay, so it's not like you're trying to beat all these people. It's not like these people are evil or they're your arch nemesis. Right? To the contrary, these are people that are producing content similar to yours, and by setting up a competitor scorecard, you're actually able to see where they're having success and how you can emulate some of that success. So you're going to want to come into the competitor scorecard here, and you'll click on Manage, and you'll walk through the process of setting up and adding a competitor. So I can come in here and add a competitor, and you'll want to throw in their channel URL. So for today's purposes, let's just go to my good buddy Brian G. How many of you guys follow Brian G. Johnson? He's rad, isn't he? Just love him to death. Great guy. So I'm going to take his channel URL. I'm going to clear my throat here. Give me a sec. I'm going to go to his channel URL. I'm going to come back into my competitor scorecard. I'm going to add that URL right here. Oops, hit it twice. That's the coffee speaking, folks. All right, and it says that the competitor was successfully added. Okay, so now what I've got here is I've got Brian G. Johnson, and now I'm able to sort of look at the scorecard. Notice how it's generating a scorecard here. And it's showing me who's doing what. So I can take a look at how many views the channel has, right? Amy Schmidt-Hour's got 5.7 million views compared to my 1.78. So it's like, wow, incredible. Then I can look at, okay, well, I've got almost 30,000 subs, and she's got, closer to 80,000 subs. So that makes a big difference, right? She's got 800 uploads to my 362. So what this does, guys, what this competitor scorecard does is it helps you keep tabs on the people in your industry that are creating content that's similar to yours. And this helps you to understand why they're ahead or why they're behind you. It also, for me, really helps to motivate me in the right direction. And just looking at Amy Schmidt-Hour's channel, number one, Amy focuses on social media. I focus more on video marketing. So that might have something to do with it. But at the end of the day, she has almost 200 times more uploads than I do. She has more videos. She's been doing it longer. She's going to have more subscribers. So that tells me to keep uploading. All right. It tells me to keep uploading. And that's just a major point. And that's why this competitor scorecard is so valuable, because it allows me to see where I'm performing in terms of other channels. How many of you guys are using the competitor scorecard right now? I'd love to hear from you in the comment area. And let's see. Nick Nimmin is saying, I think Owen is reserving poodle food, holding out, trying to starve the poodles. I can neither confirm nor deny the allegations. We shall see. We shall see. Cat Loco's Garage is saying Roberto Blake. I think you're saying, it could be. I could add Roberto Blake, and I absolutely should. Roberto Blake and I were on a phone call yesterday. I love the guy. That doesn't mean that he's not a competitor. It's a kind of it's a term we don't like to use, but what this does is it helps me to see what other people in the industry are doing. So it's great to see. The dad, Zach, great to have you here. Someone called Beanie Draws is saying, someone called drama alert. Owen and Brian are competitors. Totally, right? That's how it feels. Glenda's Creative Place is saying, love Brian G. Bought his book off of Amazon. Love his book, by the way. Nurture in Christ is saying, yeah, Brian is awesome too. Great to see you. And we've got a question from Sky that I think is worth mentioning, but you got to understand, guys, YouTube is constantly going to change. YouTube is constantly going to change, and it's not about changing or the changes. It's about adapting to the changes. And if there's an expression called kick against the goads, right? Like the goads, think of when you ride a horse and you kind of hit your heels, kind of kick him in the sides. The horse doesn't fight against that because he's going to get the bit pulled back, right? You don't fight against the changes. You adapt to them. And that's what I want you guys to be thinking about, okay? So keep in mind that YouTube is constantly going to be changing, and you need to change with it instead of crying and whining about it, okay? So that's going to be my big dig in the heels for you guys today. So the second thing I want you to do is go set up your competitor scorecards, okay, and get into that. All right. Now, the next thing that I want you guys to do when you set up your TubeBuddy account for the very, very, very first time, all right, is to set up your brand alerts. Now, this is going to be kind of in the same, Mr. Savage is saying I'm always crying about it. Yeah, it's goads. That's what I said, goads, kicking against the goads. Goats. Yeah, totally. Patrick Waddington is saying, never heard that expression before. I try to add a little flavor, to every stream that I do. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is your brand alerts. I'm going to kind of quickly run through this because this is really similar to setting up your your competitor scorecard. So here's the thing, is your brand alerts right here. I'm going to click on manage. Your brand alerts are going to be, like keyword alerts. Okay, it's a lot like Google alerts. And what TubeBuddy does, they send you an alert every time that this keyword phrase sort of pops up. So if you're a family vlogger, you might want to have the term like best family vlog in your brand alerts. That way, every time a new video gets uploaded that's called, that has the term best family vlog in the optimization somewhere, you're going to get a hint at where, who that vlog is and what they're talking about, okay? And that way you know what your videos could be about and what you should be making videos about. So another great one might be, this is for Alex, our good friend Alex, I think it's Figueroa. We can go to fishing channels. And you can put in a brand alert like that and click save. And then you can set your email notifications. Do you want daily uploads, updates, weekly updates, or no updates at all, which means you need to come into the alert settings over here to do these. Now, I emptied my brand alert, alerts for December, as I always do, and then I reset them for the new year. So I'm going to be looking at things like video advertise. Let's just go YouTube ads. How about that? Like setting up YouTube ads. This is going to be a big playlist for us happening on the channel. And so we want to know who else is talking about YouTube ads. Now, here's what's amazing. While this is sort of processing and gathering some results for us, what this allows me to do, okay, on the other end here, is I'm able to actually see, okay, who I should be adding to my competitor scorecard. And I'm just trying to switch over here to so you guys could see me live. There we go. This actually enables me to see who's talking about YouTube ads, and I can add them into my competitor scorecard. Do you guys see how that works? Do you guys see how these tools sort of work together? So if you're in business and you're trying to grow your YouTube channel like a business, I should say if you're in business or you're trying to grow your YouTube channel like a business, you're going to want to set up brand alerts for the topics that you want to cover on your show. That way you can see who else is talking about those things. You can go to their channel. You can see what other videos they have that are top performing. You can make your own videos of similar titles. Do you guys see how that works? Okay? And this is a very creative way to stay on top of the trends that are in your industry. So I want you guys to go set up your brand alerts, okay, once you get your TubeBuddy page, your TubeBuddy account first set up. So brand alerts, okay? The next thing that I want to see you guys do, and let's see, we'll go back, let's see if that's finished kind of processing. It hasn't yet. We're streaming. It's probably taking a little bit of extra time here. And I wanted to talk about keyword tracking, okay? Let's talk about keyword tracking. Now, this is where you're going to spend most of your time in TubeBuddy. At least for me. I spend a lot of my time in TubeBuddy. You see it's getting a little crackly in here. I'm using a lot of internet right now. Is tracking keywords, finding out where I rank, but also using the keyword tracking tool to find out what keyword terms I should be including in my titles. Now, we have a lot of great content on this channel about keyword ranking. So I want you guys to use the TubeBuddy channel as a reference point for you. But TubeBuddy also has a tool, okay, that enables you to track your keywords. And there's also a tool that has a video topic planner and a tags list. So all of these things work together. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at how that works. Let's see if my brand alerts have finished populating. And as of right now, there are no matching results. So there's no matching results for YouTube ads. Give it a day or two, okay? And this will refresh. It will send me alerts, and I can go back to those channels and find out who is talking about those specific things. So let's go into keyword rank tracking, and I'm going to go into keywords to track. Okay, so you can see here I'm tracking the video marketing keyword, and I can go to add keywords here. And then I can add the keywords that I want to add. So give me a keyword that you guys want me to add. Give me a second here. I'm going to go read some of the comments. and we'll go and we'll search a keyword that you guys want to look for. Now, while I'm waiting for some of those responses to come in, let's go ahead and go back here. Okay, I'm going to go to ranking report. So over here, you're going to see the keywords that you're tracking, okay? And then I'm going to go to view report. Okay, and then here's what I'm getting here, all right? I'm getting sort of a rank report for these keyword terms on both YouTube and on Google. All right, and what that does is it takes me instantly over to the page, and I can see sort of what's happening here on the page. I can find out my search volume, I can find out my competition levels, and I can see who's ranking here, which gives me a great idea of how I'll be able to do in creating a keyword that's on this, in this keyword tool. So let's go ahead and see if we can download a report, for a new keyword to track. Let me go to let's go to digital advertising, scrapbooking. I like that. Let's go to scrapbooking. So I'm going to add keywords. I'm going to go scrapbooking. Okay, I'm going to click save. I'm going to click on scrapbooking. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go to ranking reports. You know what? It's already been regenerate ranking reports because you got it once in a you get it once in a 24 hours. None of your competitors' videos showed up in the top 50 search results for scrapbooking. So this is a great example here, guys. Like this would be a great keyword for me to focus on if that was in my niche, okay? Because what the keyword ranking tool does is it looks at who you're tracking in your competitor-wise, and then allows you to see where you're ranking above all of them. So use the keyword ranking tool to track your keywords, to find out where you have an advantage over your competitors, and also to know where they have an advantage over you. Okay, now I just did a video on my own channel about how to create a keyword silo. And I'm going to encourage you guys to go over to my channel and watch that video about a keyword silo. It's like it actually might be the most recent video because I've got a couple videos running unlisted right now. But here's why that's important. Here's why the silo is important, because if your competitor has an advantage over you, you can catch up to that advantage by creating at least 5, maybe more videos that all are optimized for that keyword term, okay? That is a big deal. That is a big deal. Knowing how to get the advantage back in your keywords, into your channel. Okay, now the last thing so we covered 4 things. The last thing that I want to cover with you is the TubeBuddy milestones. How many of you guys are using oh, there it is. Okay. TubeBuddy milestones. So I want to show you guys that right now. The TubeBuddy milestones are fantastic because what this does is it lets you know when your channel has hit certain goals. And I'll tell you, this is something that we all miss about building a YouTube channel. I tweeted this out yesterday. Celebrate your wins, learn from your losses. Anything else is a travesty. Okay? And here's why that's true, is that oftentimes we get discouraged about our losses and we don't take time to celebrate our wins. Setting up the milestones gives you permission to pat yourself on the back and learn a little bit and celebrate a little bit. Say, hey, I did it. Hey, I might not have 10,000 subs, but I have 1,000. I got to 500. And that is a really, really solid place to be. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the milestones that are here. All right? I'm going to go ahead and share this with you right now. First of all, let me get rid of that on the page so you can see how I got there. Okay? So I'm over here. I'm on my TubeBuddy page. I'm clicking on the TubeBuddy Navigator. Again, guys, you should be using the TubeBuddy Navigator for everything. Oops, I haven't. I got to switch over to it. Okay? TubeBuddy Navigator. And then over here, I've got message, tools on this page, industry news, and milestones. and milestones. Click on milestones. And as you click down here, you can see that there are these benchmarks that TubeBuddy has put in, usually based on even numbers, that set sort of like a bar where you should be reaching next. I know a lot of you guys out there, you can't afford to work in my course, right? It's $297. Maybe not everybody can afford that at biztubeacademy.com. Maybe some of you can't afford to work one-on-one with a video coach. But what the milestone does is it gives you that next benchmark that you should be looking to achieve, whether it's upload-based, whether it's view-based, or subscriber-based. And what happens is every time you reach a milestone, you get a neat little certificate. So when we click on view that certificate, look at this. Congratulations for reaching the 122,500 subscribers milestone. You can download the certificate. You can even, get this, shop now and have it framed, printed out. You could copy this, okay, and share it on your social media channels. Let your audience know. Reach out to your audience and thank them for helping you to achieve this milestone. Okay, this kind of falls into the celebrating your wins category, guys. And when you win, you should be celebrating. We don't do enough of this. We don't do enough of this, guys. We don't do enough of where you hit a milestone and you actually pat yourself on the back. We're so busy being competitive and oh, I need to do this and oh, I need to do that. We forget that, like, hey, when you hit something, you really should take a moment and enjoy it. Okay? So those are the 5 things that I want you to do when you first get set up with a TubeBuddy account. Is number 1, set up your upload defaults and create separate profiles for the content you're running on your channel. Go create a competitor scorecard and keep an eye on the top performing channels in your industry, the people that you want to be watching and staying neck to neck with. Number 3 is set up brand alerts. Keep an eye on the keywords, all right? Keep an eye on what's happening in your industry. Set up keyword tracking so you know where you can find an edge. And then number 5, go to your milestones, look at what is next, and create a strategy. Start producing videos that are all centered on accomplishing that strategy. All right, so that's going to wrap up our video training for today. Andrew, if that's a place where you want to edit or trim the video, that's okay too. But I'm going to go into some of the questions that are in the audience section. Actually, I'm going to go to the question sheet here. I'm going to start answering your guys' questions. All right, let me refresh this screen right now. And if you've got questions, go ahead and ask them in the comment area. Now, we've got 15 minutes. We're going to have a good time. And we are going to answer some of these questions. So, what's your YouTube question? I'm sorry, guys. I can't see who asked these questions. So, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of read them. I started my channel August 5th, 2017. I now have 23,000 subs. Right now, am I doing good? Now, what do I have to do to get more views and subscribers? Please answer me. Okay. So first off, in the U.S., okay, in the U.S., it is not considered polite to say, please answer me. It is more polite to say thank you in advance. And I'm not saying that to criticize anybody. I'm saying that because we have an international audience and we're all learning from each other, right? And we all want to be sort of working in the vernacular of the culture that we're in. So I appreciate the question. And it's a great question. So look, the question is, I started my channel in August of 2017, and I now have 23,000 subs. Obviously, you're doing very well. Obviously. Okay, so now what do I have to do to get more views and subscribers? It's a great question if you want to grow from there. And I wish I knew what channel this was, because obviously, you know, starting your channel, like 4 months ago and you have 23,000 subs, you're obviously creating viral content. So why would you stray from that path? Had a great conversation with Roberto Blake last night. We were just chatting, just like buddies, and we are buddies. And we talked about what do you do when you're already big and you're growing. What you want to do is analyze the videos that got you that growth. And you want to be looking at view counts, but you also want to be looking at subscriber conversion. Go to the individual page Andrew. I'm not exactly sure where that's at. Is there a link you can send me? You want to be looking at what you can actually be doing. Which videos are giving you your biggest results and emulating more of those videos. Create similar titles, similar themes, similar thematics. I'm in summary. And things like that. So keep that in mind. I am going to the summary. And I'm just trying to get to the questions here. Oh, individual. Got it. Got it. So that's You Are Awesome. So everybody give it up for You Are Awesome for just having an amazing year on YouTube. It's really great to see that. So congratulations for that. So let's go back to the summary and then ask the next question. I used TubeBuddy. I got it. Individual, 1 of 6. Got it. Okay, got it. Glenda's Creative Place. Thank you, Andrew. That's very helpful. I'm not a Google Docs user. So this is very helpful. Glenda's Creative Place is asking, using TubeBuddy, I grab tags from a competitor, but there is one tag I want to remove and can't figure out how to do so. How do I remove just one tag in a group of tags? Okay, so that's a pretty easy thing to do. What you're going to want to do is go into the YouTube, your video manager. And I'm just going to open this, but I want to just open it slowly so that we're not revealing any down and dirty information here. I'm just going to open up this video here. And then I'll show you on the screen. Okay, so you're just going to want to come in here and you see this little X. Just click on the X. That will delete one tag, and it won't delete the others. So very, very good question. Simple to do, and we do it all the time. Not only I go and I upload a bunch of tags, and if it doesn't work, if that tag doesn't work, then I get rid of it, and I open up space for new tags. Open up space for new tags. So it was a good idea. Great question, Glenda's Creative Place. What do you do, Glenda's Creative Place? Be good to hear from you. Okay, Tech in the Bathroom is asking a question that is on everybody's mind. Okay, it's on everybody's mind. Will the new YouTube API make TubeBuddy useless? No, of course not. No, of course not. YouTube is always making changes, okay? And I think what actually is going to happen, I think it's going to make TubeBuddy even better, because here's what YouTube is saying. YouTube is basically saying, so for you guys that don't know, okay, YouTube updated, and I apologize for the shakiness, guys. I got to get a better stabilizer for my cam. Here's what happened. YouTube changed their API, which means 1 or 2 features from TubeBuddy have to be changed in order to meet the new guidelines, okay? So that means Videolytics, no secret. TubeBuddy's been very upfront about this. Videolytics is going to go away, and it's going to change, and that's okay, guys. YouTube changes. The industry changes. Your channel probably changes. I know when I was 12, my body went through changes, right? And what you've got to do is adapt to the changes and adopt a culture of patience. And that's part of what it is. We have to wait and see what YouTube is doing. But here's what I think YouTube is doing. YouTube is going to update their analytics. They're going to create new analytics, a new interface for it, and they don't want third-party apps sort of interfering with that. They want you to be on their app looking at that. So what does that mean? Well, it means some new rules are going to come out. TubeBuddy's going to adapt to those rules, and they're going to create new tools based on the information. Okay, so Andrew is correcting me. Videolytics will stay. Some of the stats will be removed. So it's derived stats. So I think what that's saying is like mathematics, right? So some of the math, like we take YouTube gives us this stat, YouTube gives us that stat, and then TubeBuddy sort of makes its own analysis from that. Some of those things are going to go away. Far, far, far from useless. So, in fact, like I said, I think it's going to make TubeBuddy even better because YouTube is going to start creating their own stats, their own derived numbers, and then TubeBuddy will be able to take that one step further, right? So I'm very excited about it, and I really appreciate how when this happened, TubeBuddy immediately sent out the alerts on social media. They immediately updated and they let us know. I did not get that same treatment from other apps that I use. So I really love how TubeBuddy is in the game, playing it with us and looking out for our generation. Or looking out for our best interest. So will the new API make TubeBuddy useless? Far from it. In fact, I'm very excited about the growth that we're going to see happen from this new API. So we've got do-it-yourself at home is asking a question. How can I increase my video visibility for the DIY video category? Great question. And this goes back. Now, there's lots of things that you can do. One of the big things that I would recommend for you to do is add the term DIY to the end of your video. So remember how I showed you guys earlier that I add little phrases on the end of my channel. I think that you should do the exact same thing to help improve your visibility in the creator-suggested videos, okay? So I'm just going to go to the Owen Video channel and just kind of bring that up again for those of you that didn't see it earlier. Okay, and here's a great example. Okay, so you've got like this new video SEO silo. By the way, guys, you should really check out this video, the video SEO silo strategy. You just aren't going to hear from a lot of other places. But look at how I add this tag here, Owen Video, at the end of all. See, it says like dash Owen Video. See how I add that? And then again, how to easily make a 17-second Facebook video ad, dash Owen Video, right? Dash Owen Video, dash Owen Video. This is not like a knockdown, win the day strategy. It's one of the many things that you can do to help increase your visibility. What this is going to do is help get you ranked in the creator suggested. Okay, so that's a big thing for you to do. The other thing that I would say to do is the title jack. Start title jacking, okay? Which means you go find other people that are doing great big stuff. 50,000 views, 100,000 views, 4 million views in the DIY space and make a video with the exact same title. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So what happens is when somebody's playing that big video with 4 million views, your video has a higher chance of showing up in the creator suggested area. Okay, that's another thing you could do. A third thing you could do is do the video silo that I talk about. Create a whole bunch of videos, a silo, on the same keyword topic, so that as people search variations on that keyword, you have more videos to show up. See, what happens is a lot of us, we want to rank for a keyword like do it yourself at home. And you make 1 or 2 videos. Like, right, your videos will say something like how to build a cabinet, how to install wood floors, right? How to build a shelf. But you won't actually include how to build a shelf, do it yourself at home in the title. So how to build a shelf in your bathroom, comma, do it yourself at home. See what I'm saying? You've got to actually include some of those words in your keyword title. So those are just 3 strategies for increasing your video visibility in the DIY video category. I would say some other things on that is to use Twitter. Build your networks outside of Facebook, right? It's outside of YouTube. It's not just YouTube. And I talk about this a lot on my channel. You've got to be building outside networks and keep all that going. Sangeeta's Creations is saying, I have installed professional TubeBuddy, but I can't use the A/B test. Okay, make sure you're signed into the right account and then reach out to customer service and they can help you with that. There might be some quick fixes there for you to walk through that. Next is Glenda's Creative Place with another question saying, I got TubeBuddy a while back when not on sale, and can I take advantage of another sale? Yeah, absolutely. Read, and this is going to vary based on the sale, but keep an eye out for TubeBuddy sales. I know for Black Friday, the sale was fantastic. It was like, if you already have TubeBuddy, but you want to upgrade at this sale price, you can do that. So keep in touch with TubeBuddy. This is why, guys, by the way, This is why you should always, always, always be using the TubeBuddy navigation tool, okay? Because you get messages from TubeBuddy on what's going on. It's a big place to look. So don't forget about this tool. Stay in touch with the community and listen to what's going on, okay? I'm going to be very helpful for you. Nurture in Christ is asking, if we change tags and other metadata on old videos, will it be reviewed and re-ranked so that it can rank better? Yes. Changing tags and other metadata will re-index new videos. Will it rank better? It depends on what you... I got to go back to me. It depends on what you chose. You know, in some cases, it could damage your video. So if you've got a video that's got velocity, okay, meaning that it's on the way up, your views are up. Let's say your views are up. You're at 10,000 views, 5,000 views, and that's big for you, okay? And you're going like, okay, this is great. I'm going to re-index this video, and I'm going to change the title. You could hurt your video. You could hurt it. So if you've got a video that's got velocity, leave it alone. Let that velocity sort of go. Okay, I've got videos now that have velocity. They still drive tons of subscribers. And yeah, I could re-index those. I could work on those and get new stuff. But I don't want to lose the velocity I have. Okay, I look at the title, I'm like, oh, I could make a better title now. I understand titles better now, but it's not good for the channel. So keep that in mind. So yes, Nurture. And Nurture says, Owen, we watch and love all of your videos and truly appreciate all that you've taught us to help us grow. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Well, Nurture in Christ, thank you so much. I appreciate that feedback. And I appreciate you guys logging in and watching us today. I know that some of this information is going to result in money for you. And I hope you guys heard some good tips today that you'll remember and keep in mind. I hope you enjoyed the sound effects. I got a question about how we do sound effects. Go down to my channel. We cover that stuff on my channel. And I've got a full training on how to use different softwares to get sound effects into your live stream videos. It's not the easiest thing to do. You have to have things arranged a certain way, and I hope you guys will join us there. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the TubeBuddy channel. Don't forget to come back every single week and watch another live stream from me, Brian G., Nick Nimmin, Dusty, and Salma. Hope I didn't forget anybody. And Roberto Blake, my good buddy Roberto Blake. New tips and tricks on how you can grow your YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next live stream.